Hey everyone, it's Monday, June 21st, and it is time for our Monday market report. Get all of the information about real estate and what is going on in the national market as well as here in Chattanooga. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's Mike Burge from the Nouga team, and I am here to bring you all of the information about what's going on in the Chattanooga and national real estate markets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop into a PowerPoint and talk a little bit about what's going on and things that you may need to know if you're thinking of buying or thinking of selling, or even if you just own real estate and you want to know what's happening with your investment. So with all that in mind, please don't forget to give this video a nice thumbs up for a like, as well as subscribe to the video and to the station so you can see all of the real estate information as it happens. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen. And as I do that, okay, so here we're going to dive right into what's going on with the market and what's happening as of right now in the real estate market. So what we've noticed is that seller traffic meaning the amount of people that are selling homes, is very weak throughout the entire country. If you look at the map here, you'll notice that most everything is in the light gray, even some dark grays where it's very weak. And that means that people just aren't putting their homes on the market. So we are finding that we're having a low amount of inventory in order to sell. There's only a couple of states that have some blue in them, and West Virginia is the only one that is actually very strong with the marketing or with the seller market. Here in Tennessee, again, we are on the weak side. We're still looking to have more listings so that continues to make it a nice, strong seller's market. But on the other hand, the buyer traffic has just exploded. So people are looking to buy homes. The new millennial group coming in are thinking of home ownership. They're very interested in getting a home, and it's prevalent throughout the entire country. So you can see that they're all in a dark blue. It's very strong for the buyer's market. There's a couple of places that have a lighter blue, but still there's a ton of people out there looking for homes and not a lot of sellers that are looking to sell. So realtor.com said, in this Wild West environment, buyers are doing anything they can to stand out, and more all cash offers are doing just that, and can mean the difference between getting that dream home or winding up empty-handed again. See, we're seeing tons of multiple offers and competitive bids, the homes going over asking price, and it is really getting a little frustrating for some of the buyers, because people that are buying their first time homes and they're using FHA financing and putting less money down are struggling to really get the home that they want. And it's up to us as a real estate agent to help present your offer to make it really look like it is standing out and to help you get that home. But it's very difficult right now with so many buyers. That means the cash offers are really taking precedence. There are ways around that with mortgage, where we can get completely pre-approved for a mortgage, so that you're coming in with a cash style offer. Even though it isn't cash, you can still finance, and but it's almost a guaranteed, all based on an appraisal. So you can talk with your lender about that, or I'd be happy to chat about that. So feel free to reach out to us. The interesting thing is that the months of inventory of homes for sale, that has gone way down. We were down to 1.9 months. So that means if not another single home was listed in 1.9 months, we would run out of inventory. And you can notice that that last May in 2020, it was up to 4.6, and it's really dove. And now we're seeing it actually come back up a little bit. 2.4 is still a lot, not a lot of homes. Anything that is under 6 months of inventory is considered a seller's market, and anything over 6 months of inventory is considered a buyer's market. That's called absorption rate. And if you want to find out more about absorption rate, I'll put a little card up here so on the video so that you can click over and learn how to calculate absorption rate and how that all works. But as of right now, our inventory is starting to grow again, which is great. So actually in May, this only goes to April, but in May, we started to see it even grow a little bit more here in this area. So this is the national numbers, and it's provided to us by the National Association of Realtors. So you're still seeing a huge growth in value of your homes. So the Fair Housing Financing Agency's price index says it went up 13.9% year over year. So compared to last year and this year, home values have gone up 13.9%, CoreLogic 11.3%, and the S&P's Case-Shiller says 13.2%. So we are really still seeing a huge growth in the value of the homes and what they're coming across at as being listed and actually being sold at. But the forecast of what's going to happen, it cannot stay at 13.1 or 13.2 or whatever the percentage is that you come up with being calculated. It cannot stay at that growth. And we know it is not going to stay at that growth. But everybody is still predicting for 2021, as we finish up 2021, that the growth is going to continue to go up. So MBA says 10.3%, NAR says, the National Association of Realtors says 9.2%, Fannie Mae's at 8%. So Freddie Mac is all the way down at 6.6%, but they're all still forecasting growth. The average of all those is about 8.2% in growth. So we're still seeing a major growth in the value of homes. So the price appreciation, this is broken out by sections of the country. You'll notice that us in Tennessee, we're at 11.7%. The mountain area has seen a huge growth at 15.7%. So you can kind of see in the different areas of the country where the growth has been, but across the board, it's still very, very high. So what we're looking at in the future here is if inventory increases slowly, the house prices are going to continue to shoot up. And if inventory increases sharply, the house prices will grow, but slow down a little bit. And that is exactly economics. It's the theory of supply and demand. When there is very little supply, then the demand will be high because people are having a hard time getting it. So again, if the house prices, if the inventory increases slowly, the house prices are going to remain high and they're going to continue to shoot up, and vice versa. So we're really looking at a couple of different things to increase our inventory. Number one is home builders. We're seeing some of the prices in wood come down recently. So the futures for July just closed at $993 per thousand. So, and it was at about 1,600, just over 1,600. So we're seeing the price of wood come down, which is a good indicator, but we're still having difficulty getting appliances and hardwood and drywall and those sort of things it's still difficult to get a hold of those things. So we're not going to see drastic drops in new construction prices, but hopefully they'll start to steady out a little bit and we're going to be able to get to the supply of lumber that we need to continue to build. So Robert Dietz says the decline in single family permits indicates that builders are slowing construction activities as costs rise. And that's just what we just talked about. While housing starts were strong at the beginning of the year due to home builders constructing homes that were sold pre-construction, higher costs and limited availability of building materials now have paused some of those projects. So they've locked in their prices at a lower amount. And when the lumber prices shot up, they were actually losing money building these homes. So they paused some of the projects. We haven't seen that too much in this area, but there is some of that going on. So hopefully by clearing some of these bottlenecks, is the bottlenecks of being able to supply lumber is what is really brought the lumber prices down because they're starting to clear out some of those bottlenecks. So we're able to get the lumber. So hopefully that is going to help with the construction and help pick up the amount of homes that are being started. So a strategist for Morgan Stanley, I won't even attempt to pronounce the name, but it says we have a strong conviction that we're not experiencing a housing bubble in the US. We're not at all suggesting that home price appreciation will maintain its current torrid pace. Home prices will continue to rise, but more gradually. So same thing we're all saying is that we think the prices are going to continue upward. You saw that in the past graph of some of the big people that are talking about it, the NARs and that are saying about 8.2%. We'll continue to see the growth because people are still looking for homes. But I don't think we're going to continue up at the pace we are. But I really, really don't think we are in a housing bubble. We just have a high demand for homes. So that's it for me for the market report for this week. On the Monday Market Report, I am excited to keep bringing this to you every Monday here on YouTube, as well as across all the social platforms. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. If you love this video, please give us a thumbs up, and I will continue to bring out all of this. But subscribe, push the bell so that you can see all of the information as I bring it out to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.